So now, guys, let's get into the audio I actually planned for today because this previous one was totally unplanned and it just spontaneously happened. But I do have one that I've planned for you for today. So the topic is going to be letting go because so many of you struggle with that, and so many people in general struggle with what it even means. So we're going to talk a bit about that. First of all, just to answer your questions about the skull spells. So, I've had a couple of them just like in general that I want to answer. The first one is they're all booked. Full moon is tomorrow. The second one is I don't do it for 7 days. I do it just for the day when the moon is the fullest. I did them for 7 days for a couple of months as an experiment because I wanted to see, if results would have been better, and they were the same pretty much. So I just stopped. Then the third question was if I do candles myself still. Yes, absolutely. And then one client said that must be so much work. I only do like 3 to 4, maximum 5 per full moon. So it's not that much work. And I do prepare in advance, obviously. I have to make the candle in advance. And yeah, so yeah, it is a lot of work. I do. I do like a lot of work on the full moon day, and I do have preparations that last for at least a week. So yeah. Um, However, I love the full moons. They give me a lot of energy, so usually I'm not even drained after it. So, okay, let's get into the topic of today, and that's gonna be letting go, like I said. So, a lot of people are under the impression that when I tell them you need to let go, it means they need to move on, and that's not true. So, the point of letting go is not letting go of the desire to have your ex back, or desire to have a certain job, or desire to, be with your crush. It doesn't have to be an ex, but we just use that example because that is something that is most common thing we desire. So that is not the point. Desire is totally fine. You're allowed to desire things. You should desire things. Desire is what motivates us in general in life. Desire is something that keeps us going. We need to have desires. It's absolutely important and mandatory. So I'm not telling you to let go of the desire. Absolutely not. Do not do it. If you desire it, you can do it if you want to. It's up to you. But just, I'm just explaining this like spell work wise. So it's not about letting go of the desire. What it is about is letting go of the need to control, the need to, and we all want to control things. It's in human nature, it's normal, nothing wrong with you. Yeah. So we want to control things, we want to control people, we want to, because the feeling of being in control gives us that safe and secure feeling that we all seek. But this is something that we need to let go because we are putting so many of that forceful energy when we're trying to control things. So many of that needy energy, I need this, I have to have this, and that's never good. So that is what you need to let go of. Also, another thing, when you say it means like moving on, in a way, yes, not in a way of letting go of desire, but moving on with your life, absolutely. Because when you are in the energy of waiting and you put your whole life on hold just because you're waiting for this ex to come back, this is not good. Your life should be flowing and moving, because when you met this person and when this love happened, your life was flowing and moving. You were not desperate, right? So that's what I mean. So imagine it like this. Imagine if you really wanted a specific car. and you can't afford this car at the moment, or this car is not available where you live at this moment, or something. Basically, there's a reason why you can't get this car right now. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna worry about not getting this car and how you can get this car, and you're just gonna obsess over it, and you're gonna put your whole life on hold? You're gonna stop working, you're gonna stop eating and sleeping because you can't get this car right now? No. Imagine if you did that, if you lost your job because you can't get this car right now. How would that help you get the car in the future? No, it wouldn't, right? It would only make it even harder for you to get this car in the future if you have no money and no income, right? So now imagine that the car is your ex. It's the same thing. You need to keep your life flowing and going, and just working on other areas of your life, and not just crying and being miserable, overthinking. And yeah, I know that's what happens post breakup. You need to go through that period where you're gonna be really, really sad. Absolutely, but don't let it last forever, and just continue and pick yourself up, and just live your life. So that's what moving on means: moving with your life, not in terms that you're gonna be forgetting about the ex, not in terms that you're gonna let go of the desire to have this ex back. It's okay to want them back. That's why we're doing spell work. Oh, absolutely. You want them back, and you have to be honest with yourself. Okay, I want this person back. I'm accepting that I lost this person. You need to accept the fact that the breakup happened, because some people just refuse to even accept it, and it's important. You got to be real with yourself. And I want them back, but I also want to, move on with my career, and I have a bunch of other goals that I'm not going to put on hold until this person comes back, because I'm still alive, and I'm still living with this person or without them. So it's kind of proving to yourself that you do not need this person to survive. Because what happens in victim mentality, you go into this panic mode and into this anxiety mode because your survival instinct kicks in, and you are under the impression you're going to die without this person, and that's not true, and you need to prove it to yourself. So this is why we move on with our lives, which does not mean that we let go of the desire of having this sex back. So I hope, guys, this makes sense, and it's a little bit more clear now. Well, I hope it's a whole lot more clear now, not a little bit. And if anybody has any more questions, you can comment below, or you can ask me in any form you like. Bye.